Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. I think I've done my mic on. Yeah, I did. Yeah, so bouncing about. Yeah, as I said last night, chances were we're not going to be starting at the time that I'd scheduled us to start it on Discord. So yeah. Finishing a live stream at 1:20 in the morning is never a good start for the fall, for the next live stream, let's put it that way. Yeah, so I'm going to give this map another go. Okay, for anyone who had issues on there yesterday, this is WITCOMBE Park by AUG. David, as far as I'm aware, it's still third party access. And yeah, let me show you what the problem is, or was. I've got an idea. Come on, that box. Another thing is, I had both of these silage pits full, right? And we're now in September. Obviously, I'm gonna have to change the year because we're not in 1996. So yeah, let me just check something. I want to make, yeah, I've got that installed. It's fine. So this is what I was on about. I don't know why there's a hole there, but let's just forget that one. This is where the pit's meant to be, right? This is the Milton Powell pit, and when you put the shed back down, if you're not perfectly aligned with it, it doesn't create another pit, and you end up with ground texture in the pit. So the silage pit, fine, whatever. I'll just think of a way of doing that without having to restart the map. Where is it? Am I gone blind? That's it. So let's rotate to about there. I'm gonna have to zoom in because I can't see where it's gonna go. Hopefully. Let's stop the camera. Hopefully at some point I can sort my camera out so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh! Right. I do wish Giants would fix the bug that they've caused. Yeah. 22 was so much easier for putting stuff down. Because 25 is a piece of fucking crap. No, 22, you just touched it and it would move a wee bit. 25, you touch the rotate and it rotates about 300 fucking times if you're not careful. We'll try that. So that's the last time I'm putting that down. If this is not lined up properly, there's going to be trouble. I mean, it's not ideal, it's fine, it's going to do 25. It doesn't make it easy to do anything like that, but you can't actually see what you're doing. You know where you want to put it. It's fine. Now, it's not, you know, it's not fine, but I can work with it. Just. Oh, I'm sure I turned that fucking thing off. I still have it turned on. As for silage, I am really pissed off with that. Because I spent 4 hours, 6 hours doing silage. Whether it was on camera, off camera, I can't remember. But I spent a lot of my time putting silage in this pit, in these pits. And yeah, I'm hoping the bales that I have got down here in this shed are still here. Because if they're not there, whoa, so you got lucky. I've got, thank you, Edge. We've got silage bales, but that was only to take us through until November time. I need shop silage. And my only way of doing it is going to each of these fields and setting them to full length again, and we do a live stream of cutting and lifting silage or grass. But that's going to put us back probably a month, roughly. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be hell of a tight trying to get the silage ready in time, right? So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to go to every single field and have them so that they are ready to harvest again. Okay. Because there's no, I guess we could just spawn silage in, but I don't know. I just don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a note of the numbers. I've got that many pads, and that many pads that are not weighted, and all the rest of it. Anyway, it's 60, 61, 59, 54. I know these are not in number order. I don't actually care right this second. It's as I'm seeing them on the screen. 98. Is that 45, 44? 45, 44. 54 we've got. 59 I've got. Is that going to be enough? I can't remember. I can't remember for a wee bit short. But anyway, what I'm going to do is going to easy dev field. Start off with, right. I wish you could just click on that and type in the number you wanted. That would be so much easier. You know, you could just type in, for example, 44, 45, 50, 54, 59, 60, 61, 98, and then have it as grass, and then set it as, you know what I mean? It would make life so much easier. We'll do 60. Lime we can deal with, that's not going to be a problem. Weeds, fruits, grass, dry to harvest, cloud, these are all no, stones no. So that's that one done. 61 done. So 60's done, 61 done. 59 done. 54. 50. Next one will be 45. 44. And that just leaves us 98. Oh. Hey, 98 is the highest one. Confirming. Right. So, if we look at the map now and go, all the fields that are ready now are grass. So yeah, I don't think we'll manage to get around these fields now and get them rolled, because I think, okay, probably half done, that's fine. We do have a little bit of weeds growing, but we don't have time to deal with it. So, what my plan is for now, thanks to the scumbag Dave order, we're going to have to take a tractor out. I don't know what's on. Is that a juice that's on that lime spread? I think it is. Not really my kind of cup of tea, but we're not taking it anyway, so who cares? What I want to do is, my next job, before we do anything else, is I want to get cows in here, and I want to get them in here now. Right? Now, forgive me for stating the obvious, but where's the animal trigger for this? I know that's the milk trigger. Oops. Ran past it. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna put. And have I not got the enhanced animal mode installed? I thought I had it. I thought I had enhanced animal mod enabled in this. Obviously I don't. Yeah, well, rip that. We ain't doing that just now. So, we'll do what we're going to do, and that's the silage stuff. After I've sorted my settings out. We are present day. Fear on. We wouldn't be able to do it anyway because we need to transport by trailer. But I can turn it off when we get to that stage if somebody reminds me to. So yeah, I think that's all we need to do there. So, actually, let's. Sorry. Let me just knock it back a year. 25. Right. Hey, how does it feel to be back in the past? Anyway, first things first, let's find the tractor. I feel as if I've tracked in this. Wee! Yeah, at least it's only with a drift. So one of the other things is this obviously has airlines. That's better. Yeah, let's just move this out of the way. Can I not get a blue Valtra on this map? Right, what? Right, I know he's got rid of the vehicles over here. Obviously I didn't get a new Valtra. So what tractor am I going to take? Let's just yeah, so this is another mod I've got installed, is the GPS module. So we'll buy the GPS, 15 grand worth of GPS, nice. We'll add that on as well. We will have metallic blue with metallic black rims. And keep it AG, but we'll change it to 2, 4. This game. See, when the new Farm Sim game comes out, I hope it's not as tedious as 25, because this is absolute pish. We'll let this heat up. We'll just double check what more network we've got. I'm hoping that it's the decent one. I don't think I did enable it. That is it. And it's the one we want. So that's fine. So there'll be a wee hopefully up there. Yeah. Maybe watch my phone more. It's good. So yeah. There was a induced sensitivity as well. The update, you know. Right. We'll get up to put the motors on, weight on, just to keep balanced. Or how do we go? And we'll go on. So chances are we will be on here the next live stream as well. Still have videos together. Still needs to try and work what my schedule is meant to look like next week. I know we're meant to go on to the new schedule next week, but I've got a 24-hour election next, like on Saturday coming, and I don't want to. I'm not streaming on Friday. Right, that's again, I am not streaming on Friday. I need to get some videos edited. I need to get some videos recorded, and I don't have time. I'm not actually going to have time for that. So just gonna have to make do with what you get, right? Yeah, at least our hard work hasn't disappeared as well. I have to see its benefit. Just nearly right into shit. Even the other cat shed's gone now as well. For fuck's sake, Oxy. I really don't see the point in that at all. Was that the other one? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I know it was a small shed, but it was a nice shed. You know, it fitted the mark. It was perfectly placed. It was just ideally put in, right? I now have to put it in myself. It shouldn't have been deleted. There was no need for it to be deleted. And this mouse is doing my head. I don't know if it's the mouse or this fucking game, but something is really doing my head in. I think that's where it was. At least the Highland cows are still there. The fluff balls. Yeah, I don't know. It's, yeah. I don't think we have interfered in that. I just don't think yet. No. Right, where's me motors? I know we've got motors. Where are they? You know, somebody was probably screaming up. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking. In fact, I could actually see the red Valtra from nuclear generation. Could have been telling me something, right? But my brain just wasn't registering that something was missing. And yeah. Put the light wave. Because that's exactly what I was doing. Blaming me. Connected. Right. Bear with me 1 second. This is good. Yeah, I could see the point if I actually started a new game save. I didn't start a new game save. The chance that will disappear. It's a bloody good job I didn't have animals or... Oh wait, I did. Yeah, even my days are mixed. Have I... Yeah, one sec. Oh, just... Anyway, we'll head up to 45, get it got. Just check some. I should have. So I may have to change some controls. Wait, what? That's pretty much where we are. That gives us pressures. I don't know what that's for or not. See, let's have the GPS map on. Real mode's turned on. Well, I'm standing next to something which is already in the car. is going to probably be back as well. The reason I'm saying probably back as well is just we're still working on the site. That's one of them, and that's just a couple of hours of the time. Time we probably next have to do here. Still have a break. There is one line it's not a mod, it's not a mod He's the way we're walking now. Yeah, there's no forest to move. Still not as bad as what? So, I'm going to jump into the track up, probably see what it's actually doing, actually give us any information about what go for. It doesn't make that. Yeah, it's the arrival about, which is pretty nice. This is the live dashboard for vanilla vehicle. And that's just what this has. What's the what we have the volume vehicles. And yeah, I'm finding it okay. It's just windy and it's a lot of fun to do really it's a bit fun. Like I need the first thing the next thing to buy is it's just it's just up for but I used to I'd actually stop using the lights the old mouse I was going to the darkness by speed. Luckily they were recharging back, so trying to find the recharging back, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing easy to get luckily I didn't do that. Because mine was a different amount of that. Never should have put it in. Yeah, just got past the wall. And, you know, 3 times a month. £10, £12, then what kind of you get. The last time, take that. Right, then, I said this to you yesterday, I'm not interested in politics, right? As far as I care about politics is all MPs can take a fucking price cut, a wage cut. So yeah, I'm not interested. And frankly, the UK kind of is better off without the EU. Don't have the red tape to put it down with it. Yeah, okay, agriculture side here probably need help. But that's because of Labour all the time. But anyway, if you come in again and you talk about politics once more, I will definitely ban you from commenting in chat there, right? Because the way you are behaving in chat is classified as troll, right? It's you could also be deemed as a bot, because every single time you come into my chat, you talk about politics, right? I am not interested. Because there's been no government that has actually ever done anything to help any member of the public. All government are interested in doing, like MPs, all that, they're interested in doing is like your own public law. Until the day you say they are public, that all the money that you've stolen like your fucking pocket, I'm not interested. Right? Everyone we are talking about on the channel, then get in touch with people you work with who you would like to track the vehicle from, and donate money to them to have the vehicle. Because then that way we should prove that you're not just going to be like your phone. Tell them you can go use them. Bear with me 1 second. Let me. Oh, can't do this easy way, can I? I don't actually think it does. No, it doesn't. So yeah, the shit does. Let me try doing this a different way then. next grass field I think we'll go to is 98. I wish there was a way to move that dog faster. was, I don't know, yeah, you can see my mouse movement. Yeah, I was taking a screenshot and then I went and turned the light on. So yeah. Hi Em, how are you? So yeah, and do screenshots every now and then. On a regular basis. I need a way of doing it properly. Take out to have it do the export system. Because that I use the export recording system to record my video. Don't know why, I've just always done it that way. I've always just recorded through right? Because of what? Right? When you build one sentence, when do you find a new PC? Oh, I give you a new PC. You give me a free one if you want. Yeah, I think it's going to be a while before I buy one, right? Yeah, for me to buy one, what I do, the channel's going to have to start making money. It's as simple as that. If you want a belt, if you want, give me one for free, hey, bro. You know, I would take it. But you don't, you don't have to be on for. If you want to stay to the channel, fine. Build one, especially for the channel. Not thankfully. Need Arden. What we need. Kinlaig. Where's my next build? We do 61. Yeah. Also, if you build PCs for 11 on ASM, so yeah, also you know what you're doing, but there's a few things that I would like in a build, if that makes sense. One of which is the built-in DVD drive, and multiple USB ports, you know, the standard ones. Otherwise, I don't know everything from car, whatever it is, stuff. What I put for, times 35. At the minute, most of the games that I'm out, most of the games I play are still mark. I don't know. But obviously, we need to get that out. Most of the time I don't actually control because of the issue. I think like 30 even though I'm sitting here with 3 bars of 4G, I'm streaming my and live up on my phone. So I'm not can't remember what there's but when I took my mobile contract out of business booth, I took the contract out originally. I took it out for the security bank, and the reason why was a lot of people, you know what I mean? So that was the main reason I went for business contract. Because the amount of calls I was making when I was going to things with my own back in the early days, I was going for a week. Like literally just on 15 minutes. Started, I was calls up to when I was doing that, I was getting 53 10 or something like that time. What didn't last that was long for the week. Very easily. And that was just when it was small team. It was on my brain was on that time. Most likely, right now, going, come off. Where are you staying? And then realised guys and the train manager moved the person for the train stand for hotel. Yeah. They were good at the public. But since it's a new team, it's new age, new team, I haven't really done any events like for the last 2 months, year, 18 months or so. Am I missing that? 2023 was going to be my last year for a while. Because I just having fun now. I don't know actually what's the problem. And obviously they announced that the WITCOMBE was launched here. And what's next? Launched here and yes, it was launched here. And happy that's fine. Up to the point where back started again. This is the first couple of days it's there. I felt it turned out to the site manager at that point. Pretty much dump your event up your path. You know, I don't need to be don't take this as huge. You know, if there really was a problem with something else would be there, why the fuck did I ask to come back? So yeah. Yeah. The person that was meant to have not going to be there was fine. Yeah, I know the person who went. I didn't realise when. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, it was not clear that the person said almost to the start of it. The event. Not in a neat way, just thinking about here. I was good one thing we that's fine. I sent the person a message last year just saying like no good here, new page, but running on good. Doing the events good. It's nothing against you, just stick bed on the way I was straight from the state. Over the last few years. years, 5 years, and then they transferred over to the same team as I know, to help me out. And that's fine, you know, I got on well. Boys, vehicles, and all that. But the fact that he's trying to tell me that certain people can't even manage going for time, so we have to do it, right? The weight on that bridge is taking 7,500 takes to 2,600 takes. So, you know, a van, a car, and possibly used to be well, I can see. So, yeah, you've got the common sense that says, well, certain boxes, certain lads can go over that. And you expect the driver to know what size vehicle they're driving, right? So, I'm busy like trying to deal with routes and platforms. Boys, bridge, probably trying to right? Because he doesn't know which buttons are there. Right? Common sense, right? And he wants to do the else part of the game. So I'm trying to get out of the reverse part. I've already cleared this, cleared the space for the next thing I know. I'm going to be like millimeters past it. I'm standing in the middle of the road and this guy's just made it no better. This thing vehicles up on the ground. That's nice. I've made you no base but people take on fine. He's coming back forward with but you know you can actually go over that bridge and do fine. No, he said that to you there. No, can't have to. I fucked you up 100. The guy was what was it? You're talking nonsense. Cars and vans overlap is a similar front weight limits on that bridge, right? Because that's what the maximum weight they want for that bridge is. And he started yelling at me, there's a 2.5 million cars are better to go over that bridge. Like, no. The amount of vans that actually go over that bridge. Yeah, I've been over there multiple times. I've run over the trail, and a abandoned trail or a pickup trail that is well over 2.5 ton, right? You know, land road, but 2.8, and the trailer on is an extra ton, that's 3.8. Then your load's probably taking up 5 roughly. Just, you know, still within, you know, the gross payload oil, 7 ton, 3.5 ton vehicle, and 3 rail, 7 ton. Yeah, helping with the tractors. Tractors they run, they were about 7 ton, 8 ton. And they were going over the
everything, not just here. So, oh, I don't have to be here to do this. No. Because you see, he was still sending vehicles last week as I forget this registered under, and I've already said to you, stop the vehicles, let me sort him out the way first. Because I need this base time here, I need to give this guy this off over hard hand. And yeah, fine, whatever. Give this way. No. Yeah. There's very little I could do, right? The guy had now a couple minutes late, really. He had the game. Let's hit a tap. And yeah. I'm standing in the middle of the road. Because we're trying to sort something out, we'll turn around and get loaded and all that. And the remit that I've always followed is you wait to stay behind. You don't go down with the best. The best, right? Whether that the construction site will do or whether it's not staying something, what I do is it might feel like I would never ever work past time and take the time for the first time. Right? Yeah, especially everybody else last couple of years we've not been so still everything decent. Don't like the last year I thought I could go into my trainers for week to do much doesn't want to be something feeling I've got pretty much all myself oh, yeah, a bit of people to play especially before I old school contained up or old school vibe up to you. I know you're going to be doing the upside, right? That's when I go to the YouTube, because they all have one my team, right? Because although it's based, you get one of stuff by some people one. 9 times out of 10, you probably shouldn't be positive. Oh, they all just look far, still small, real farmers, that's what I think of the marketplace. Also, doing that, of course, no one health and safety come up when 2 weeks around now, generators out the far range. It was absolutely tested, and I mean helped with it, right? So, fine, no one knows that too. Easy. Because you want to do those stuff for me, so I had one. It's your product. Watching that does any time of not really doesn't not even nothing. And also yeah, I'm not that much weight on I grew up easy. I'm not that much. Instead you go over that time. Trail. One of the spike. That's the trail. The trail just goes slow. Up. Not way up like because I feel how fucking up. Then that's the way 2 minutes and it's very trying to roll parts of the ball. Just try and get it to drop into the good they know that it's play. Playing up that good either. Just to get the skill from the cross about these things up very nice to clear the I have must as they just double so got enough ground value there, of course. We don't need it, right? How wrong I was. We were 20 pounds short, 10 pounds, 20 pounds short. Back through it, back that up through. I've got yeah, I'm great. Yeah, but maybe that's me made that being part of the game. One of the went back, realised what the fuck I was going to do. Moved away. Yeah, which is there. I need you to do it as well. Because if something goes wrong, that's going to go wrong. And I can't. I can control the on. I can't control the build. Build was a day one build. There's not night control that. Get to the party there. Okay. Well, not night again. It just happened that just before the time yeah. I hope we'll raise good at it. Then not even with alarm. You know, just leave. You don't need that. Like, you just leave it, get it, and just back to the you're like, back. No, it's too dangerous. Yeah. I got lucky the times I moved from that many and I feel I watch Sunday national when I really empowering to do empowering so I not these those are that weird those are the people I'm going to do personally, I would say, I will be just able to my own. Hey, that's what we're supposed to do. Do these everything we appreciate it. And because what I had on, I couldn't have this problem. And one was phones and dogs watch them, no radios, down here on 5 days. Problem was, at this point I'm already already on I was being shipped from sleep 2 steps ahead of myself. There's some guys here. That's the so livestream brought Bob's and livestream myself out and the next problem I had was well stopped them. Those who bought them in ID. Well, those who were actively about but the amount of weed have vehicle didn't quite like job. Yeah, the holes maybe let's do jump, then up with the wheel and I'll be able to swim. Right? There's the side views of the other side is good. And the front and also the legs of it. This is cool. So, somehow go up how my man here. The one wants to go. that, yeah, that was yeah. actually only a few people left. I missed there's a kick in the bottom. Do it. Me. I'm not great. Nice to that. Common sense technique is don't migrate from the start of the you just like most of the time it's fine because it goes you can boost the rent yourself. But there's plenty of events going on. Yeah, and which is companies after that. What I still remember is some walks up. Yeah. Played it at a quick time. Trying to have a conversation with the race stand and Robert Sweeper. Dear Frank of free. Because I don't think I'm not yet. Right. 8. Correct. No matter how hard I'm not going to get do trace that, just trace that. Please remember, station, about whatever it was, it's not something like that. And it's just taking the wheel or buying them. Just at that point, wanted to take a walk down the notches. These the girls jump on the stuff and just walk back. Just really? Always the same. I will get led to after we end, right? Most recipe is right to right? And everything I need everything. For about $6 a month, $7 a month, time. There's a couple of stuff. Trace something like waiting. I done that for goodness knows how many. As a top team, I haven't had. I done that top team. Yeah. Don't mind was unis I was putting in 18 hours. One. Pro compounds in this case of 2 hours and I mean like favorite compounds. I just started doing big time. It's good. God was on this sort of thing. I'm a gym like that. I never was radio. This time the one would be out of the middle. Any other one. So the way you're trying this is whatever information you give. And then they give information. So I always use ever the guys constantly get an update for night manager and yeah. Probably a couple of years ahead just whatever one thing to do it. It's good. Bullshit. basic up. I there is that control in let it go. Let it go. Yeah, that's it. Go dropped. Yeah, on the similar, yeah. That's go numbers. So then you go one you get all the security last one. Yeah, they're the goalkeeper. Yeah. And I was like, I want to be able to try to exit because I'm just because he was always overplaying all these things he is black people. Yeah, the time you get down the road, make sure that the person is meant to be more is as food. Because the amount of times I get down, the person is or will be up down. And then I'm sure there's one key. Like a new person from on that position every single morning, and there's one minute maybe on that location 5 minutes to them 5 minutes to them and they never went, you know, getting in the game after what he once or twice I watched that guy take that position just next time. Like the thing I got there just like I ain't like it. Like this and there's one year that was just gone. There's two people on, right? There's two people on that day, that year. Then, not one of them I know do it. Yeah, okay, the guy said you're right next time. Nothing on it, yeah, it time as all. Move fast. It can't be arrested. We are got to come stop it. So keep up that. Head to face the can. They asked me something. I know you know. Yeah. There's been a couple of the artists that have watched it, a couple of vehicles that it does put us in. And technically, yeah, are at least trying to damage the other ones that were not business, not control. And the road is wrong. Wait, right? So, right? So I think we are. The following year, that was it. Because I wasn't just doing one deck, the amount of chaos that the other one caused. And because there was that one day I was in there for an hour and a half doing vehicle challenge. Yeah. I don't mind. I've done it before. But I wasn't being paid to do it. Yeah. I don't mind jumping under a vehicle if I'm paid to do it. Not if I was doing stuff but you know. One day, it was a whole day. The organisers were going to run the water party right to start with. There was no more play. Oh, but I think we went for one way if we volunteers go through water this week. You normally have to do we'll see what happens. Well, it's up to you. I'm giving, I'm saying to you, there's not a fine. Friday afternoon, getting home from one of the old volunteers. We're out of work right. What the fuckers? I'm right, okay. Find out how much more work we're doing. Take all the water up, daft all the water up the rice, it's just like, we've still got our lunches. So this is on half one. Stop all that. We're just going to do a lunch run. Well, I did say to use that in the middle of the week today. Use a bit of running on what. Yeah. So, yeah, no, well. Which is like. So I went to school to the whole thing. Still had at least one day, right? And I'll leave you get this stuff. Yeah. And right, this is this is now about 3:44, and she's like, right, I'm going to send you with the locked car to say? Don't know if there's anything like that. There's nothing like in the card whatsoever. Used the day before, money back that account. So, right, change the plan. Back to whatever it was you were doing, and get hold of you later on. And I'll be an actor. Right, well, I get your card, so stop me like it's yeah, okay, like, the chances are you need somebody to come with me and get me a hand. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Like, it's maybe somebody saying, you know, somebody saying still, it's not what we need to do. You know, just next one, takes respect. And so, this person, yeah, still be I want this person to come with us, know exactly what they need for. Check to see what time it is, right? So this is either Friday night, Saturday night, and right? But the time is mold, right? Especially when it's been a co-op or it is absolutely mold, right? Let's just say for argument's sake it's a Saturday, right? And you know, we've sat down with the organisers beforehand. We've worked out any people we had on Friday and people that started, what the volunteer numbers are and all that. Roughly worked out how many boxes of water we would need for Sunday. And it turned out it was 500 volts of water, and half a ton, half a pallet full of a lot of water. So head down, fine, focus a shop to this point. So I had to do super long stuff, right? For hundreds which was right. I can't. This person can't do what here. Fine. Take somebody from the site team. Failing out, needs to do it from a board. Oh no, just make sure you take somebody. That's just what I need to take somebody with me. Going to the shop. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Thank God. Oh my God, flying drones. So, we need some quarters later on. So, whoever was not the worst in State Park. Vehicles.
chocolate sort of from the world. And I'm doing this one. So, luckily it was two that were revealed, so I got the one that knew how to do it, right? So, get down, right, into supermarket and straight up to Christmas or something. You may want to get your phone manager to come see. Just like, why? Then you put half a bottle of water, like 500 bottles of water. Yeah, I can't help you with that, that's the problem. Yeah. So, phone manager can do what? How much water does he need again? About 500 bottles. Right, okay. So you go off, you might go off and you just have a delivery of water to the yeah. So go around to the water. All the bottles of water. I'll just go to the supermarket, own brand, it's the cheapest one there. And it's just as good, right? So that's the range, just like I'll radio out back and see if I've got enough for you. Yeah, that's quick up. We'll think of something, not something that's an extra product, whatever. Yeah, right. And just comes back and just yeah, they'll bring the camera out back where Sainsbury's vans go, well, supermarket vans, right? Yeah, that's fair enough. Reverse my back to the gate. And we moved up. So we got all that done. So that was about £250 at the time. For bulk water. And that's fine. Yeah, that's what it was. So got all that loaded out, put the van back with the back space so easy access to all the other one. And I said, that's right. That was the easy job. Now we have the rest of the shopping to do. So we park it in, we start. Do a bench go. That's here. Yeah. I don't mind buying food, right? Quite good at getting good food. Know which stuff to go for. But Steam just spends somebody else's money. The spread is unbelievable. Grand Theft Apartment. Nope. I am playing on PC. So went in, got literally everything that we needed off the shop list, fruit, crisp, all that, right? And we get to the sweets, the chocolate and all that, but right. Now this is where it becomes up, because it's going to be an absolute scorcher tomorrow, yet again, and most of the chocolate melts in your pocket. You can't have it.
So, young lads like, what would kick us? And like, the melt. You know, the chocolate in them just melt too easily. If you put that in your pocket, you're going to end up with a mess. So, sort of think that what was this? Well, what was this month? We can't not. Oh. But let's be honest. Now you see how hard this is. You know. Yeah. So, you know, we managed to get enough stuff. And I'm not thinking, right, I'm probably going to be over. Just, yeah. We hadn't used sniffing your handheld scanner, we just, the time we were going to get out of the iPhone, too late for self-sales and as well as using cash, right? So and I left state with 500, right? So 250 down, okay? And I was 125, I think, off the top of my head for the food. And so I had about like £100 whatever it was left. And this is like 8:30 at night. The time we've got the van loaded, you know, out of the supermarket, we've got it loaded, get the trolley back, I want food. I have not eaten anything all day, I want food. It's like, as well. McDonald's? Right, yeah. Yeah, we can go and hide. Yeah, and have a break. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, okay, we have to be back on the night shift, but it's fine. You know, don't get the van bundle, all that stuff. It's fine. So I went, had food, all the rest of it. Back up the road. The main road was absolutely short as we went down, so we went down the back road to speed like the north back road, road on the back road you could take to get away from the traffic. And after the time we came back to the road was dead the wire, happy days. And you get stopped really at the as you do. You know, I'd said to the guy, wait, before we go and teach you because I'll be coming back in, will you? Yeah, you know. Make sure you don't have to be fast on. So I stopped it. Yeah. 18, just been out to the shop. Oh, you can check the back boy. Like, you don't need to. No, that's fine. It's all in the back door of the van. Yeah, okay. On you go. So, up the top, to my management. Right, I'll get this offloaded into just need to sort out what needs to go out, whatever needs to go in the fridge, in the fridge. Nope, not tonight, not tonight. We're going to need to go and get security right now. I'm not meant to do that until the notice for part 10. No, the actual phone calls now. Fine. You can always sleep in the office on that. Hi there. And that's fine, yeah. So here we are. Bathroom. I wait to get somebody at hand to do 3 tickets, and then get a radio call. Can you take over from somebody on security? Because they're elsewhere. Yeah, okay. So I got moved from tell people when you buy tickets and all that to challenge. Actually, challenge. I was on, not on the door with people, but I was in the position where I was manning a gap that was breaching, right? So it was a crowd, at a crowd barrier behind me, and I just, actually put my foot on one of the legs off, so people kind of like try and jump over it, lift any of the hurdles out of the way, or do whatever. My foot was on that. You know, I had my back up against it, pretty much about it. And I was in, I could see inside the marquee, I could see what was happening outside and in marquee, down to the light band, whatever it was, right? And yeah, paying attention to everything else was going on around me. So this boy came down with me to get a job, came in. He's standing beside me, I'll be up in the way. He's standing right beside me. Either stand slightly in front of me in a way that I can still see past you, or stand behind me, don't stand beside me, can't see that other door. Oh, it's, you know, I'm not meaning to be nasty to you, or, yeah. But I need to be able to see all round me. Because, you know, it's obviously your first year here. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. No, it's still got very long more. I'm still watching what's happening outside as well. There's a couple of people getting lifted onto shoulders and leaving to come and start building people off. It's trying to get quiet. I'm still having a few issues. Keep going. And all well and good. So I signalled the gate manager towards and we just have a chat and straight over. Yeah, it was like just properly secured it. I don't think they'll be getting back in that way anytime soon. It's like a massive fucking lot in it. That's what I mean, they're not getting out through that way anytime soon. Like, oh, I'm sure there was meant to be somebody on there. So I'm pretty sure there's meant to be somebody on out there as well. I couldn't see him with my head through. But I'll wander around just to make sure they're okay. But then, you know, there's no one there whatsoever. So isn't such and such meant to be round the back? Yeah. Not there I could see. I could be going, you know, I could be going behind, but I couldn't see. Oh, I'm maybe gonna try us. Well, if you park round a couple minutes, I'll probably get to see the park out. Wait, park round. 10 minutes later, not there. Yeah, right there. And all well and good. This is half the old rest now. Security getting a wee bit. Not all security, but one security officer was getting a wee bit handsy, shall we say. And I'm just like 5 minutes went past. What's we doing? And something was diverting my attention from what he was doing inside here to what, and it wasn't until we did push out the security, this young girl came up to me and she was like, how do I complain about security? What's been going on? My friend, she was thrown over crowd barrier by one of your security. Okay. At this point, the security manager is walking over and he's what's the problem? She's like, one of your colleagues has thrown my mate over crowd barrier for no reason. He's like, oh, there must be a reason. They're thrown over crowd barrier. But who do you what's the name of your company? It's oil uniform. Right. Okay. So I'm now left in a situation where I shouldn't have been put out in the first place because the security man should have known far better. He should have been able just to go, right, this is the name of the company, this is how you can complain, where, you know, I'm sure there's a reason why, but yeah, it shouldn't have happened, yeah, picked your friend up through the crowd barrier, shouldn't have happened, full stop. And yeah, thank you. But what actually happened was not that at all. He got really offensive. He got quite uptight about the fact that his colleague, his member of staff, was being accused of assault, pretty much. And I'm like, okay, this is the name of the company. You Google it tonight to get in, and you can get a phone number. I'm not sure if we'll be open tomorrow, but try on Monday and just I'll speak to one of the senior managers. Oh, nice. The other way of doing it is you speak to our head organiser, because I can't do anything about the situation. You can speak to the head organiser, are aware of the situation. But you may need to get your friend to speak to her as well. At this point, the day manager's disappeared. He's long gone. He's not happy with me. I've now had to deal with the situation. I'm doing something I've not been trained to do, and that is decent. What I mean by that is, bouncing off a certain person to keep the situation safe. I've done it before. I've done it with once or twice, but never ever have I been fortunately put in that situation where I've been dealing with the situation, they've came along and made the situation worse, and then I've had to deal with it forward. I have never ever been in that situation before, and frankly I've never in that situation again. So she's also, does anybody hand a tip, keys or whatever? Not like stuff. Come and see us tomorrow. Got some time for so she, pointing her in the direction of the organiser. This is what I just called. Tell her that I've sent you over and tell everything told me about what's happened to me, right? Because as I said, it's not all I can do to help the department tell you to go and the security's head off to her, right? But they'll probably say that the friend is from yada yada yada. But if be honest with the organiser, they'll back you up, right? First, yeah. So just finalising the push out now. There's nobody else left in the club bar apart from staff and two security officers and myself and young boys watching, learn what to do and all that. And you get to a situation where when I time to up, a couple of these doors, nobody can back in, and that'll you do the last doors you do. It's secure. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. And just do the debrief. And just give a wee bit of a hand, just push out the airport, the area, and then doing the full hand over to night patrol. We basically have to look after the police within the 6 hours or whatever it was on the So lunchtime, all the young helpers overstairs. So that is anybody, do you not think it's stand to get easy? No, I'll pick you up the information to speak out here, talk to the ladies in here. Okay. And what's that? Oh, what? No, you've got enough to do without human health. Oh, it's fine, I'll do it. Just, yeah, I had a lot to do as well. And you're not gonna on with what you make it one day or why. So just go do it. Yep. Hit it over there and then just come straight back. You need to go past the babysit. And that's fine. I was good. And no idea if we got the keys or whatever. I think quite a bit of organisation happening. That was the same year a waste space. That's actually somebody who was brought in at the beginning of the week to help me out, right? Or the week before to help me out, and actually I actually said this to the manager at the time as well. I actually got on better without this person than I did with, because I got on so much faster without that person. I probably didn't, but the way I was feeling, because I actually had to stop every single time what I was doing to explain to this person what to do. Like, explaining them like multiple times over and over and over again how to do the same job. And then it was just unbelievably annoying. And then whatever day it was, not to go through boards or something and sort things out. He doesn't seem to understand what we mean by how to sort something out, right? Need I say that he's British, right? Always I've been Britain, okay? And he understands the British language, right? And the other two lads that I get a day's work out of in half a day, right? Very easy. Yeah, okay, there's one of them that's a pain in the ass, but I still got these work out, right, without even trying. And we're trying to explain to this other guy what to do, right? I've got the other two there as well. I don't understand. Right, I can explain to you once more but I don't have time to go into that. So you can have it normally as a you're an adult here, the age you are, or I can speak to you in layman's terms. Things like, what do you mean by layman's terms? I speak to you as if you're 5 years old. Oh. And he wasn't happy with that. That's like, that's just what you do. That's just like, it's like, you know, it's just, you know what you're doing. It's like, you know, it's like, don't have patience to do this. You know, I've got enough to do. You know, this is probably, yeah, this was that first year back I wasn't in the best mood. I was kind of peed off. And that was pretty much the first year that I actually felt like I just had enough. Before that, I was actually enjoying being there. I was quite happy being there. I was, you know what I mean? It was like, and then yeah. And if it, you know, if it wasn't for a certain person that year, I'd probably been there any more than the Wednesday, Thursday the latest, because I was gone off. I was really pissed off with the way things were being run that year, because, you know, nothing had been done, you know, and, you know, I was getting left to do absolutely everything, and was, you know, nothing new, right? But I was ending up doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing in the first place because I didn't have the time to do it. And the other just kept talking about what I wanted to do. So got to the point where I was feeling stressed, fed up, etc. I went to see a friend who frankly was having the worst time I was because they were welcoming the volunteers and volunteering and listening to them. And you know, kind of past popular information would be and all that, right? And you know, the person actually said, "Oh, if it wasn't me being there, they definitely wouldn't be there." And I looked, I said that to the same, yeah, I said that to him as well. So that the way things have went this year. It's really only the fact that you're needing me is the only reason I stayed. You know, don't get me wrong, I work better on my own, I'm also a team player. So I look out for anyone that's working alongside me, whether it's in my team or not. I'm always look out for people, right? And yeah, if you want to backstab me, then yeah, go ahead. But you're the one that's going to end up paying the price. Because it's going to come back very quickly on you. It's going to bite you so hard up the arse, you're not going to be able to fit in for a year. And let's just say, without naming names, people are starting to get their comeuppance for getting on the wrong side of it. So, yeah. Also, I don't want to mention names, because that's just spoil what's happened. But, yeah. Well, karma and comeuppance is really, really good. Revenge is a best self-goal. I like when people get my payback, my revenge, because they're not expecting it. And the time they get here, they get a taste of what they deserve. They've forgotten about what they've done to me. So there's been a few times, let's put it that way, there's been a few times that I've can't cover people and just been, yep, serves you right. Yeah, seriously, serves you right. Yeah, you shouldn't have done whatever you've done to annoy me. You shouldn't have done it, because what you're getting is payback, right? So obviously I can't tell you what happened, but yeah. There's a few people who won't be doing it again. Let's put it that way, right? There's a few people that have got on the wrong side of me that won't be doing it again. And frankly, the people that have got off the worst, the people that have done backstabbing, or tried to interfere with stuff that they shouldn't interfere with, right? So yeah. So I'm not the best person to get on the wrong side, but let's put it that way. Because revenge, dish, best, there. Any day of the week, it's still a nice dish to sell, nice and cold. Sometimes even on ice. Just to make it extra cold, just put it in the freezer, bring it out, serve it with the ice. There's one, maybe two people that have actually hard muffins and actually realised that they shouldn't have got on the wrong side of me, it shouldn't have been annoying. One of which is actually quite a funny story. It's there's the person right coming wrong. Yeah, I got to say the person's name because he's on watch. But I'm not going to. There's a few other people that have got on the wrong side of me. Just waiting for the camera to jump up and destroy them. So yeah. The day that happens, yeah, I'm gonna have a massive smile on my face. Yeah. Yeah, I've just realised what time was. Just to say, YouTube nuts. We've definitely been streaming more than an hour, that's for sure. We streamed for 7 hours last night. Go on my YouTube. We streamed for 7 hours. And yeah, when did I go live? Because YouTube's fucked up. Was it 12 we went live? That's, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think it was about 12. So, we'll get the 10 to 10. We'll get the rolling up done. And we will take it from there. We've got no reviews to do. So yeah. If you want to say hello, feel free. If you want to join, you're on your PC, because obviously this is a third party map, this is the WITCOMBE map by Oxford David. And we're also running a few script mods as well as a couple of other third party mods. All the third party mods, including this map, you will find the command for the FS25 link command. By the mod, you could run that command. You can run it as well. Exclamation mark FS25 link LINES. So yeah, I also just realised for some reason the message on. This is where I realised I've missed messages. Maybe it was last week message, that's fine. People already shout them out. Oh, we'll do it again. Hi here. But anyway, one of the other jobs I want to get done as well is fill the alcohol cup for lost office. So an egg point, again there's like a Porsche for some reason. Probably the same reason it doesn't like sheep. It doesn't like sheds. What's the other one it doesn't like? Anyway. I don't know why. I honestly do not know why it takes offence to an S instead of words. Like sheep, head, horse. So that's why maybe some of the stuff equa. It's the same stuff. At the end of the day. So let's continue doing this field. Probably not almost me to do this field. Wait and see. So yeah. Looks like one of the is right. So yeah, that's it. I think I've got enough refills to do. Definitely do one more, and then we'll have 3. So ETS2 tonight. Delay, just for that to actually lift. Yeah, ETS2 tonight, normal time 10 o'clock at night. Finish off the job we were doing last week. Depending on what time we finish that off, we may do a heavy haul, short haul job, pilot job. May also be ready for next week, because I don't want us to have a big job. I don't want to get a big job next week either. So the plan for next week is going to be probably do a couple of jobs, maybe some piloting jobs. So I don't know if it's going to be convoy or not. Probably not. We want just easy jobs, he says. But yeah, we'll get there. But I ain't with flashing lights before not ETS. No, it's the broker, I think. It's just Thompson before ETS. We'll make things work. So we will be on the cross point before ETS2 next week. starting this map tonight. So, and get sales done. Hopefully, Ops doesn't update out. I don't know if I'll update that again after putting up. I think it's actually wrong because that was absolutely in through the gate even. I'm not even doing that down. So now I can try and get back to where I was. Back in that same angle as well. So still need demonstrations. In fact, he wasn't there. Right. Here. Stop. So we'll get this field done. I'm going to partway back down the road, drop stuff. ETS good coming, and the one from is from the phone all the road to Highland, on down, from the road down to any in the afternoon. So the choice came up that I would do North North or Highland fishing, fishing, and also for the nursery board, the nursery park, Scotland. I will be adding it to my mark as well, but I might run the nursery boards again, or partly so we can generate stuff. Don't work closely. Yeah, every 10 minutes is every 10 minutes. This paint is around at that time, it's like I need to be I don't want to go for this kind of I'm in a map and I've got a lot of stuff to do. So, and it doesn't help when you've got only got one to do. Got to all that time. Mine's still yeah, at least if you're going to way with your map and you have an update that's going to rate up in the map, at least put in dialogue in time. Right? Yeah. I know you remove the vehicles, that's fine, I don't mind you. It's when you remove the shed. The shed that you need to have picked place or place for that shed to live, right? That's what pisses me off. I'm pretty sure we had animals in there as well. kind of pisses me off. So what I think oils are good as well. What I'm going to do is work out how many stock we need. I'm going to bring in the transplant. Well, I actually thought we didn't need bread, but you know, right anyway. See what the prices are. Then go on and money that we want to pay out the box an extra 20%. We call it option tax. So yeah. Actually no, let's be fair, because we're having to cut this again, you know, we've had to cut, we've had to land, we've had to do the sandwich stuff again. I think it should be about 40%, yeah, I don't know. And that might just come with the job as well. It's definitely a wee bonus. Not, we just got a bonus plus we can get back into the pot. How does that sound? So, the plan is, I always have been around to see what other changes is made. But my plan is try and get the stable side set up, have a stable running. Stuff like that. So one of the other things I want to do, maybe not in this mark, is yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember. Yeah, so the survival room 4, I've set it up for MP, right? And I don't mind if people want to join, right? There is a few mods, I think Highland Vision DLC is one of them. Whether or not I bring in the emergency department, I don't know. I want to bring in the story with the Fields of Stories mod, there's a few other script in the internet already. But I don't want to break them up. I don't want to break them up when doing the Fields of Stories or whatever it is. So yeah, it's going to take a wee bit of tweaking. We might put it in another mark just to test it and get things to work. So yeah. Okay, so I will finish this video. I'm then going to break. Because we should stop really. Not the end of as long as we don't do another 7 hours, we're fine. Yeah, that was not enjoyable last night whatsoever. I wasn't expecting to be live 7 hours. Can I just make that clear to everyone? Right? I was only expecting to be on until about 10 and things just before. Obviously it's a late night tonight, the intrested. This is not on Sunday. No stream on Monday as well, apart from the Q&A or Discord. It's not Monday evening, and that's one of the things in the lounge, or whatever I called it. The open room. So there's that. So Spring Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly next week, possibly. Friday is a definite no. It's not going to happen. Because it's not. Self-selling, but it's done starting on next week. So that we can do the 24-hour live stream. Hopefully everything's in place. The laptop shouldn't be this year, I think. If the plan doesn't go, I don't know. I really hope things work this year. One of the things that will make life easier is we're not playing My Summer Car. So we won't have to deal with that annoyance. But I'm sure there'll be few of you in chat that are going to support Jan during the 24-hour live streams. Not obviously people that are currently watching, just most people are normal people. If you want to be here for the sake of being here, not just be here for the sake of people. You're here to work. Yeah, we'll make the most of what we have to do, right? And right, I don't think I'll get that done. Oh. So it is a bit of catchment, right? So to do with a modern job, I'm not going to lie, we could do with but it's fine, I'm not going to push next week because a week isn't long enough to get somebody trained up to know the commands, to know the policy. Yeah, the plan was to have somebody in and me either just I will just say you can say I was going to say each of us just jump in. That's just we said really everything I did say that he wouldn't be back to the moment, so don't want to back away from that one. Mainly because I'm fed up with the right guy. That's the right. So if you want to be a moderator, you are going to have to play the coach, right? You're going to have to explain to me why you want to upload. You're going to have to tell me what you're going to do for the channel. Tell me why I should pick you over anybody else. And where you see yourself in 2 years' time. So, proper school application form. Like, that's because you're applying to be a mod, right? Not a mod as in mod, a mod as in mod. You have time to find people because well, I need models, right? I'm not gonna lie, we do need a couple of stuff. There's been a few live streams where I've had a total to come in, not mentioning names, but I've dealt with one today and yesterday. That person is back in later on. He can read his own messages because he's going to get a permit ban chat. They can read his own messages. So yeah. I don't know if I'll like to left that back after 6 months. I don't know. I normally do the kind of stuff. I normally love the film after 6 months. Because most of the time people weren't arrested, disappeared, and then yep. So you don't know, come back after that. But full steam. The stop tips are he keeps coming back. They can't be. No, I'll be honest. It's a shame you're not part of the team anymore. But not going to resist it. You made your decision to leave the channel. It just would have been nice if you'd actually got management actually said you were interested more in the channel instead of just going off on Discord disappearing. But yeah, right. And then we've got Ellie doing the exact same last week, this week, beginning of this week, she was not working, just decided not to let me know it was playing. So yeah, I handled it on 8. It's okay. He told me. I don't know why he told me, but here. That is all this is for that dog. I'm not happy that my dog's dropped that railway track. Yeah, and that's good. Right, I'll finish this head. unless of course you really wanted to live stream. And we just don't have the 74th live stream tonight. How does that sound? So, I will finish this the whole hunt. And then let's not do the editing call. And I will let's focus everything. Let's see. So I'm going to just for anyone that's interested in the weekend, and that's not of it. I'm probably have to stop just like plans on I'm away for 24 hours. Well, of course, you know, YouTube will be streaming all 24 hours. I need to have a break. I need to bounce YouTube, and yeah, because YouTube has a hissy. Steam Labs is going to have a hissy fit. They had a hissy fit last night. A couple of times, but yeah, we'll just make sure it's saved. I will be over on Twitch. So Monday. What the plan is on Monday is at 6 o'clock. I will do a Q&A. After we've done the Q&A, I will read through some of my script. Obviously, I'll do my timings. I won't read out the full script. I'll just go, for example, just the one I've worked with, got an out-to-date one. We could just go 06:45, run intro. 6:55, show the 24-hour ad, and go. Welcome to the channel, welcome to 24-hour live stream. But you know what I mean? Same as what we normally do at the beginning of every live stream. So just read what's going on. Obviously, the same 24-hour live stream. We've done on the channel on behalf of the wonderful charities. The plan for this 24-hour live stream is to play games, hang out, have a chat, and talk about charities, and maybe have a chat with some of the people about the charities. Not entirely sure if that's going to be possible now or not, because nobody's got back to me in time. And yeah, Friday just ran away. Well, actually, Friday just went up 6 and ran out the bloody door on me. So what I want to know is where last week went. I just want to know where last week went. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to give the live stream a like, feel free. If you want to share a link to any of the content here on the channel, be my guest. And I will see you at 7 o'clock tonight. So, till then, bye for now. Bye bye.